Hello, everybody. My name is Rebecca. I'm the founder of Modavate Health and Lifestyle Coaching. So if you've seen me posting and you wonder what the heck health and lifestyle coaching are all about, I'm going to do a little explaining today about one of my new programs that I'm currently offering. So as a health and lifestyle coach in my practice, I help women show up for themselves by reframing their tension, anxiety, and stress into mindfulness. And I like to think of mindfulness as like putting a pause between your trigger and your reaction so that you become more proactive instead of reactive. And we also create a safe space for you to let go of all the tension and all the that you get from the daily grind of life, and so that you can get real with how your life stressors are affecting your mind, body, and your connection with your food. So as a coach, I am not a personal trainer. I'm also not a nutritionist, so I don't create workouts or recommend diets. I really don't even believe in diets anymore. I think of them as a natural way of eating and a lifestyle. So today I'm doing this Facebook Live because I just want to explain, like I said, what I do as a coach and what my emotional eating bite-sized program is. This is that newer program that I've been promoting within the group. So this program is for you if you've tried everything. Maybe you've done all these things and you know what to do, but ... something always happens or something comes up. Or maybe you're the person who you do really well with your diet until ... something happens that sets you off, and then it just triggers all of these things that put you in that downward spiral. So what we do in this little bite-sized program is we step back to identify the triggers that you have for eating when food becomes such a portion of your focus and your energy, because it sucks when all you do is obsess over what goes in your mouth 24/7. And I know that because I've been there. I used to be that person who all I thought about was, oh, I'm eating this and I'm going to guilt trip myself down this road, and then I'm going to beat myself up mentally because of it. But what am I eating 3 hours from now? Like, what am I going to do in between now and then? So it sucks when that's all you are constantly thinking about. It's draining, and it usually leads to more guilt, more obsession, and more distraction from just living your life. So the whole purpose of being healthy is so that you can fully engage in your life, right? So if being healthy is distracting you from your life, then that's a problem. So one of the key steps in my program is to identify those specific eating triggers for you. Maybe that's emotions, or maybe a particular eating environment. Like maybe the family get-togethers that are coming up with the holidays always trigger you, and then you end up completely overeating, or you just get really emotional, things like that. We also identify the restrictive eating behaviors that you might be experiencing. So those are things like counting calories or measuring and logging everything that you eat, dieting, eating clean. That can even be restrictive. Maybe you eliminate certain food groups entirely or almost completely. Or maybe you use exercise as punishment for eating anything that sounds good. Like maybe you had a cake, or a piece of cake or a brownie, and now you tell yourself you have to go run however far, or you have to work out for so many minutes today and the rest of the week to make up for that one thing that you just ate. So these things are supposed to keep you on track, right? Like the calorie counting and the eating clean and the logging and measuring everything. They're supposed to keep you on track. But those are actually things that can eventually drive overeating and drive the emotional eating. So what comes first? Kind of like the chicken or the egg, which one comes first? So the restrictive eating behaviors will drive the deprivation and guilt that can then drive the emotional eating and overeating. And it can also go the other way around. Sometimes the overeating and the emotional eating lead to those restrictive behaviors to compensate for everything else that's going on. So if this sounds like something maybe you've heard before, that's because my program is actually based on Dr. Michelle May's pretty successful Am I Hungry mindful eating program. My coaching program is designed to empower you to take charge of your life, stop chronic dieting, overeating, and whatever other harmful behaviors or eating behaviors, and give you the tools to nourish your body without feeling that deprivation or without feeling that guilt. So you may be wondering, how is a little taster program or a bite-sized program going to deliver all of those things? Well, it's not. It's a bite-sized program. It's meant to be kind of like a taster for you to see if this is something that you're ready to dive deep into to begin taking charge of your life. So if you do the bite-size offer and you realize that this is something that's really going to benefit you and you're ready for this at your time in your life right now and it's the right fit, then I'll be customizing a intensive program that's, depending on you and your needs, it would probably be about a 3 to 4 month long program. And that's for you to dive deep into what's really triggering all of these things for you. So together, during this bite-size offer, we'll be identifying the patterns and behaviors that are fueling your unhealthy relationship with food and create a plan that establishes some new healthy behaviors, especially now with, like I said, the upcoming holidays. It's a great time to start putting these things to the test. So this program will consist of some prep work, a 90-minute coaching session with me, and you'll get some homework from that. And then you'll also have a 30-minute follow-up session about 5 to 15 days later so that you have time to implement the changes that we talk about and see how it works for you. So each of those sessions, we're going to focus on 1 to 2 key areas of concentration, and I'll provide you with helpful handouts in those sessions so that you have something in between the sessions that you can take notes on and you know what you should be basically focusing on. And we're also create some action steps at the end of each session so that you can keep that momentum going between our sessions. So if this sounds like something you would love to try, or maybe if you have a loved one who you think this could benefit, share it with them. If you want to claim your spot today, it's $97, and I will drop that link in here now so you know where to go for that. And let's see. So yeah, if you are ready to break free from this negative eating cycle, then you can connect with me today. You can send me a personal message or you can shoot me an email. My email, I will drop that in here as well. It's pretty simple. You can send me an email if you prefer to contact me that way, or if you're ready to be bold and show up for yourself, then you can go to that link to claim your spot today. So knowing your eating triggers, again, is the first step towards understanding why you relate to food the way that you do. So let's discover what those triggers are for you and see if we can create a strategy for you to overcome those and how to deal with it better. So I'm ready to help you meet your emotional needs in more effective ways than eating, because it is possible. And if you're ready, just do yourself a favor and show up for that new version of you by either claiming your spot right now, send me a personal message, or shoot me an email. Thank you, guys.